What up, world? You done found the Super Facts Show on the Super Facts Network. Follow us on Instagram at the Super Facts Show. On Facebook, subscribe to the Super Facts Network. If you want to watch the episodes, it's available on YouTube and Facebook. And then if you want to hear it, it's wherever you get your podcast, Stitcher, Deezer, Google Play, Spotify, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, etc., etc. So make sure you go ahead and do that. Rate, review, like, subscribe, follow all that good stuff people will be asking you for. We won't be asking you for no money. And also make sure you subscribe to St. Laz, New York City's greatest storyteller and occasional co-host of the show. All right, y'all go ahead and enjoy the episode after you do all that. What up, world? It's your boy Mark Walter Ward, Super Facts Network, Super Facts Show. Today we got with us Cleveland's own spectacularly clothed Ty Bri. How you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing lovely. How are you doing is the question.
I ain't doing good like you. I gotta know what's the comfort level on that.
It's actually really thick.
Oh yeah, that thing look plush.
It's a little heavy. It's really comfortable though to lounge in and walk around the house in.
I can dig it. And you know, I guess I kind of caught you in a between point because I know you're about to enter another album cycle and everything. But you know, you do got a great feature. DJ Ryan Wolf with Souljah Boy IDD ACK. Let Me Hit It was is just an insane song. That beat. I mean that shit's undeniable. So
yeah, it's a really fun song. I like it because it's like really bubbly and it's a vibe that you just can't deny it. So
and you got to work with Big Draco.
Yeah, and that was another interesting thing because I mean I haven't really heard him get on a lot of recent records. He has the viral songs out right now, so shout out to Souljah Boy for hopping on that with us, and you know, getting up with my city.
Oh yeah, you definitely be representing Cleveland. We're gonna talk about that on the next song. But yeah, so Souljah Boy a little underrated as an artist. I think he's a better songwriter than people give him credit for. He definitely did what he was supposed to do on that song.
Yeah, he definitely carried his weight. So like I said, shout out to Souljah Boy for getting on Hit It. And if y'all watching this interview, make sure y'all go stream Hit It, featuring me, Ryan Wolf, Aki, and Souljah Boy out right now on all platforms.
Yeah, you won't regret it. So look, we're gonna go deep into your catalog since we talking DJ Ryan Wolf, and I bet a lot of people don't know about this song. But yo, that song "Cook" with Ray Jr. and Ruda Bang that you got on his album on DJ Ryan Wolf's album, and you're featured on the song. Man, that is like, man, I love that song.
That was another fun song that I just put a verse on just to support people in my city. So yeah, I remember that song. So funny. That was a long time ago. I'm surprised you remember.
Oh, that shit is vicious. That shit is absolutely vicious. I encourage anybody to go listen to that. You know, rarely do people answer this question, but I always give it a shot. Who had a better verse between Ray Jr. and Ruda Bang? Because that's a hard choice.
Personally, I think I had the best verse.
No, that's what I said between them two. We already assumed we know that you had the best verse. That's obvious. I mean, come on now.
I don't know. I really don't even remember their verses fully like that to say who had the best verse. I would just say me.
Yeah, I can dig it. Hey, shout out to Ray Jr. too, man. He do a lot for Cleveland. I don't think he get enough attention from like let's say the quote unquote mainstream hip hop media like he should. It seems funny that a lot of people that's doing things outside the auspices of like record companies or whatever that really be putting on for their city get like the least amount of media attention. So shout out Ray Jr. and I hope his movie's doing good. But so you signed the RCA, and I'm curious, like, what's that whole process like? You know, like you always see it on TV and shit, but it happens in like like a 10-minute scene. Like how long? How do you find out they're interested? How long does it take? You know, how much negotiation are you doing? And if I can get it too much into your business, I'm not trying to count your pockets at all, but how important was like creative control for you?
For me, I think creative control is really important, especially when you're working with big corporations. I think that you have to be mindful on the things that you let people feed you, and you have to just stand firm on your artistry. That would be my main thing with working with a major label. And I think that honestly, the best of both worlds. I support the independent side and the major side. I don't think either one is better. I think each of them has their pros and cons, and big ups to RCA.
How did they approach you originally?
Well, that's a long story. I mean, basically I had multiple options, so that's where I felt like it was more of a home situation for me.
Word, yeah, it's all about getting in where you finna. Like that, a lot of times that can be the the biggest difference between making it and not making it, regardless of the quality of the music. I was listening to a podcast she was on, and man, my fault for not remembering homeboy's name because he did a good job. But he was asking you about when you was making the wake up video, and you said you and uh Latto was playing Top Golf, right?
Yeah, not for the video.
Right, right. But you said you got to know him, y'all was hanging out, y'all was playing Top Golf and all that.
Yeah.
So, who was better?
Actually, we didn't compete with one another. We were on different teams. So she played with her team and I played with my team. So I'm not sure who was better because we didn't compete. But I think that she was a little bit better than me. I'm not that good at golf.
Hey, word, me neither. Me neither. So, I heard you say that Meek Mill was your favorite artist and things of that nature. I'm curious though, because I can't remember which song, but on one of your songs, you said everything I do is a bop, and Dan, you ain't never lied. That's hella true, and I can tell that you got like a lot of like musical. I don't know if influence is the right word, but I don't know. There's just something to you that make me feel like you listen to a lot of something else.
I honestly am deeply into music. I don't know what it is about me since I was a kid. I don't know, I just have a different feel for music. So I attach to certain artists who I feel like I can weed through the bullshit, basically. Like, and I like to go straight to the source when it comes to good music. So that's what I try to make in a world full of people who's blown up and stuff. Like, we all bad bitches or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of it is not, the music is not holding any substance. So I definitely have to find my little cracks and corners to slide through so that I could be myself and still be appealing to, my audience. And
There's something different about you, like even when you're talking or definitely on your hooks, like there's like this like element of melodic cadence that I've never really heard before.
I know, like, it's really not nobody like me, but
I mean, shit, tell the truth,
I'm
you
not
shame
just
the devil.
different. I think that it's gonna take me a little while. It's gonna take people a little while to really figure out that, I have a substantial like spot in the industry, and it's like I just have to stamp it because it's not given. So it's a journey.
They gonna peep it because you a talented performer, songwriter. You one of them like triple threat type people. You might be like a quintuple threat. I don't know if you know how to act and all that other stuff, but yeah, nah,
Yes, I definitely want to
they
get
gonna peep
into
it.
acting. That is another thing that I'm really that's been weighing on me for a while. I definitely want to branch off into other parts of entertainment. So acting is one of the first things that come to my mind when I think about branching off outside of music. So I do want to take on some roles soon and just build my skills and like probably take a couple acting classes so that I can really like dominate in that area as well. Because when I do something, if I ain't gonna do it, if it ain't gonna be right. So I definitely want to get into that and you know, take off in that area too.
Now I feel you, man. My grandma used to tell me if you're gonna be a janitor, be the best janitor. So you know, like
Yes.
when I was doing my due diligence on you, I found a newspaper article from a local newspaper article, and it struck me how the reporter was like asking, like it's supposedly like celebrating this young woman from our city who's got this tremendous achievement of being the first female rap artist to get signed. But she like kept
Mhm.
asking you about like I can't remember if it was a she, but the reporter kept asking you about like vulgarity. And I was just curious about that. Is that something you get a lot, or was that a one-time thing?
I honestly, I think that I get a variety of questions asked, and a lot of times they don't bother me because I mean I know what the people want to hear, and you
Oh, I know
know
your
people.
confidence on 1,000. Like when I read it, I was like, I didn't think you was bothered. Like you don't seem like the type. Like you don't seem
Yeah, like it don't
you don't
bother
seem
me. Like it's
fragile.
not a concern because I like people want to know. People want to get to know me. So when people ask questions, like I'm a very like open person. Like it's hard for me to hide shit. Like it's hard for me to be like hold back and like not just be who I am. Like I always like regardless if I'm right or wrong, I'm gonna own it. So vulgar people ask me about vulgarity, whatever else what you ask me about, I'ma stand on it. So no, that don't bother me. Like I know that I know what people want majority of the time.
Word, I can dig it. So you know, like all young artists, you know, I know all y'all was frustrated by the pandemic and the lack of being able to, you know, perform
Definitely.
and monetize it. Although you know, a lot of y'all found new ways to monetize. But I'm just curious, how was Rolling Loud for you?
That was a bittersweet experience just due
Oh
to the
no, what
fact that,
happened?
well, just due to the fact that I waited so long to do Rolling Loud. And when I finally got the opportunity to do it and get on the set, it was virtual. So it wasn't the same feel, which I appreciated being there, but um, I waited for so long to get some time on the set. And I actually had my own set and everything. And it was cool, but I just wish that it was, the outside rolling out, So next year we're definitely gonna be on it.
Hey, what's my man's name from the hallucinating video? Was it?
His name is Wyatt Philpool.
Yeah, yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong. That video, it looked like y'all shot that in Cleveland, right?
Yeah, we shot that video in Cleveland on Huff.
And man, I ain't gonna front. I just hit this ill ass vape. I forgot the point I was gonna make about that. So fuck that shit. The my bad, my bad. So you know the other song you got out recently is the it's the me freestyle, and you know that's another song you got with Philly Ferrari produced, and man y'all sound like super good together. Like is that your go-to producer?
Majority of the time, yes, Philly Ferrari is my go-to producer. He's produced the majority of my main records, my most popular records.
Shit, I mean, he damn sure be put like that cap. You know, what do you think of that cap? Because like I like the whole Sweet Lick album. Everybody make sure y'all go check that out.
Make
Ty,
sure I go tap into Sweet Lake. That cap was just me going in. That's it.
yeah, and I like that. Like not like you ever inhibited, but it was like you was on I'm just gonna show that I got bars that I can spit.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that was about.
Yeah, I mean that Sweet Lick like you really proved a lot of different things because like I don't know if people peeped it, but like I'm sure like you know people that see the more subtle aspects, you know, it's an album full of hits, but it's not pop, and then there are different kinds of hits. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
it's
like
definitely
it
feels.
demonstrates like your abilities as a songwriter.
Yes, and it's so crazy because all of those songs I actually wrote. And a lot of girls are not, and it's nothing against not writing, but I definitely feel like um, I hold myself to a higher standard because I write my own music.
Oh, I remember why I was gonna ask you about the East Cleveland about the video. I was gonna ask you, you know, since your songs is such bops, you know, have you since Sweet Lick came out, have you got to do any shows in your city? Because I know that crowd must be insane.
I definitely have, but since like it dropped in the middle of the pandemic, so by the time outside was back open, it was time for me to drop new music. So
Word.
I didn't really get to catch that wave.
All right, so last thing I'm gonna ask you about the old music then is Cross Me a true story?
No, not really.
Not really.
No, it's just me and my business being creative.
Cause I was like what you say? You said after you made the bed up, how he acted fucked your head up. I was like, damn, what the fuck he do after you made the bed?
No, it's you have to play with your words.
Oh yeah,
It's
no.
funny.
That's what's up. It's creative. Just if it been a true
The story.
story, I would want to know. That sounds like some Larry David shit. You know what I mean?
That's just the story writing, storytelling, like writing a book.
I can dig it. Hey, just out of curiosity, you know who Ray Cash is?
Yeah,
It's a Cleveland rapper. It's one of my favorite
I
rappers
know who
ever.
Ray Cash is. He a little bit before my time, for my generation, but I know who he is.
Just curious. When I asked DJ Ryan Wolf about him, he said he'd be playing Ray Cash songs at the Cleveland Brown games, which I thought was dope as hell.
Yeah, that's more of Ryan Wolf age record and stuff. You know, I'm a baby. I'm 23. I'm a
Right.
little baby.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, though, thank you for having me.
Oh, no doubt. Before you get out here though, you know, Hef told me about some of the stuff you was about to drop, but I don't know what I can say and what I can't. So can you talk about any of that? About what you got
Right
coming
now
out?
I'm just working on singles. I have an upcoming single about to drop, and we're gonna start speaking on that soon. It's called For One, and that'll be dropping really soon. And I also have another record with Cream. He's from Cleveland as well, and that'll be dropping soon too. So be on the lookout for new singles from Ty Bri. And it was nice meeting you. And any other questions that you have for me?
I just want
Before I head out.
I just want to salute you. I like the fact that even though you ain't all the way as established as you will be in 5 years, how you still trying to bring artists from your city with you. So I appreciate that. And then make sure you drop your socials.
Yes, everybody follow me at Real Ty Bri on Instagram. And make sure y'all follow me on Twitter at Real Ty Bri as well. And be on the lookout for my upcoming single For One. It will be on all platforms.
All right. Well, thank you so much. You have a good night.
Thank you. Good night, guys.
Shout out to the Robe.